Hey guys, welcome back to the Emlyn in the Mix channel. Hope you're doing amazing. We are checking out a brand new sampled bass. It is Mojo upright bass. Thanks to Big Fish Audio for letting us check this out today. I mean, yeah, I love the upright bass. I'm gonna apply it to a track that I've been working on over the last few weeks. And it's not like a typically difficult bass line that I'm gonna put the upright bass to, but this show is gonna be pretty brief. I just want to show you what this sample instrument sounds like. If you're interested and you're looking for an upright bass sample instrument, this might be the one for you. Just quickly looking at the description here, you can click down below. I know you're like, oh, don't read back the description for me. Just click down below, chill out, click below if you want to get to the actual sound of this instrument. Just get past me rambling. But just quickly before we do, let's get the housekeeping out of the way. Let's check out what Big Fish Audio has to offer here with the Ver2 instruments. So Ver2 Instruments is proud to introduce Mojo upright bass, premium addition to their Mojo instrument family. So they have a whole instrument family of this. Over the past year, they've dedicated themselves to developing the most advanced and lifelike upright bass virtual instrument available with the skill of the acclaimed jazz bassist Stefan Pista Bartas and an exceptionally talented sampling team. They're excited to present this uniquely resonant 150-year-old double bass. Look, if I haven't said it already, I love the sound of the upright bass. The double bass just has a particular warmth and character. All right, so with this dynamic range featuring up to 6 layers, up to 8 round robins, true legato, and an array of superbly designed presets and MIDI grooves, you can take your stand-up bass performance to new heights. And additional features include speed-dependent articulation, switching for note repetition, and options to select specific bass strings, beautifully authentic vibrato sustained, simulated vibrato based on real vibrato curves for enhanced control, adjusting string bars, and an effect suite for full customization. So I've got it actually loaded in the Contact 8 player today, which is beautiful as well. Contact 8 is just an incredibly great upgrade to the Contact player. So this exquisite jazz upright bass offers 5 microphone positions along with a premix option to accommodate lighter computer usage. And recorded through the Stutter A900 analog console and Lynx Aurora 16AD converters at 24-bit 96 kHz, this instrument is meticulously sampled with 8 articulations, and these include performance repetitions, a variety of percussion hits on different parts of the bass body for extended creative possibilities and genuinely played chords. I think we'll just check it out, but there it is. That's the GUI. This thing sounds beautiful. There's a walkthrough video there you can check out. All right, we're jumping across. All right, so here I've got my little track. I did play with this track last week, but I've got the Contact 8 player here, which we're just gonna open up the window. And actually I'll just jump over, while that's loading, jump over to this screen here. So I do have it loaded on the Control S49N Mark III here. And just quickly show you, that also comes up too. If you have a look, we've got the Mojo bass here, and some of the parameters, you can do string tuning here, but we can also go across, got my curve, position, my buzz, which I can increase. We've got my position amount, offset, and there's more options as we go along. Simulated vibrato amount and speed, sustain, release, all of that jazz. It's all here, which is really nice to see. And yeah, I think we just have a quick squiz around this thing here. If we just look at the actual GUI, which I've got nice and big for you behind me here. So we got the volume down here, which is your amp. I'm gonna play a little bit back. I'm gonna attempt to play. Look, I'm not a bass player, but here on the keys, it makes it a bit easier. Let me just try and play something so you can hear how authentic this thing sounds. I mean, how freaking good are some of those articulations? They just sound absolutely wild. All right, I'm gonna have a little play, and then I'm gonna play with the parameters as well. We'll have a listen to that. And then at the end here, I'll just apply it to a track and you can have a listen. And yeah, if you guys like this, I'll have a link for it down below. But I mean, already off the bat, this thing sounds crazy good. So I'm gonna add some noise and some articulations. Here we go. So I just added a bit of hiss there and a bit of player noise. Oh man, that player noise freaks me out. I keep thinking, sounds like there's someone in the room here with me. That player noise is freaking. I'm going to turn that right down. All right, we'll try some of these other macro controls here. We'll try increasing the simulated vibrato. Here we go. Sorry, it's a bit sloppy playing there. And we'll try increasing some of the performance repetitions. Ooh. So we have, actually, if we press down the performance keys, actually that's like a mute, and we do have just a mute key here up the end, which we can just press. Whoa, that's super loud. We're just gonna turn the amp down a bit so it's not. Whoa. Well, it is velocity sensitive, after touch as well, which is really nice to see. All right, so this changes the player style, so you can't actually see that, but up here, I'm actually going to attempt to show you. So you got you can see it on the GUI actually, but see you got your red keys down here, and this one here is like a mute. Actually, depending on what performance, depending on what performance you got selected, that'll change this. So I had it on mute before, which I think that one there. So if you hold down these red keys whilst playing, you get that performance style. I think it's performance style. Anyway, let's keep going here. Yeah, so if I have this actually, I don't even have to hold it down, you can just select it. So you can have a different style of playing. So there you go, like that's a real sort of muted one. We got some weird breathy sort of elements in there, but it's pretty cool. Whoa. Oh, that's cool. So if you just sort of play it nice and lightly on your keys, that sounds so authentic. So it really depends on, how you want it to sound. Alright, I'm going to choose one that I like. I think I like this one the best. Sort of more full-bodied, rounded sort of sound. One thing I really love is the articulation when I'm changing between keys and I get that slide. It's really nice. It actually sounds really good. Hang on, try and make it do it again so it's like... All right. I think you guys get the idea. This thing sounds really authentic. There is a lot going on here, and you can play with all the parameters here on the front panel of the DAW. Everything's here for you to get right in there, staccated. You've got all your performance modes, performance repetition, and even percussion sounds. Everything's here. And then you go back to your global, you've got your amp as well, so you can turn up your volume, turn up and down. I mean, some of the playing styles are quite loud, so you just need to be careful on how loud you got your amp. As we experienced here on the show, I've turned it up a little bit. I think now I love the sound of this. Sounds really good. I'm gonna implement it into my song. So we go back to my track here. I'm just gonna pull down contact there. Just make sure we're not too loud back into the play. Yeah, we're at -5. So here's my track here. This has a Mojo bass on it at the moment, which is a typical bass guitar, which is this one, which actually I don't mind. It might sound quite similar to our upright bass, but I want to just have a quick listen. We're going to chuck that down onto my upright bass here, and I'm going to solo that. Here we go. Oh, wow. That's actually quite different. Oh, that's beautiful. I want to hear how that sounds in the track. Here we go. All right, and then I might change the style. Let me solo it up. So probably we need something that's a little bit more, I guess, a bit more sustained or has a longer decay. And we just load it up here and just make sure it's connected to my controller. There we go. So I can actually see what I'm doing down here. So we can choose a different style and just see what styles we have. Let's have a listen to all the different styles. Here we go. Maybe not that one. That one's pretty heavy. I told you it was simple. This one might work actually. Not that one, that's like a percussive one. What if we can have multiples down at once? Alright, that sounds pretty good. It sounds a bit high, but I mean, maybe this is not the best track for an upright bass. I did tell you, I did warn you at the start. You know, I did want to just experiment here, but let's have a listen to this. Here we go. It kind of doesn't work, but damn, it sounds really good. Look, I guess you probably want to use the upright bass in a song that's sort of more adequate for that sound. But yeah, in terms of the actual authenticity of this bass is freaking dope. I hope you enjoyed my little bit of playing there. I'm gonna have to leave it there, but yeah, thank you so much to Big Fish Audio for letting us check out Mojo bass. I know it was a very quick demo there, but yeah, it sounds really good. And if you're interested in this, you need an upright sounding bass. Maybe I've just made the video just for you. It's probably one person out there that wants to know. Just kidding. This honestly sounds freaking dope. Thank you again for checking out Mojo Bass here on the show. And don't forget, we'll be back next week with something new and exciting, as we always do. Make sure to hit subscribe on the way out. Hit like if you like this video today, if you feel like I showed off this instrument adequately. And we'll see you next week on the flip side. Peace out. Boom. Hey, thanks for listening to the Emlyn in the Mix podcast. Here you will find all the latest in music technology, software and hardware, interviews and more. Also, don't forget to check out the Emlyn in the Mix YouTube channel today. Till next time, keep it real.